So, as always, we are going to start with ankle rotation. So, lifting one leg and going in one direction or another. Move your heel and ankle to the widest range of motion that you can do in one direction. And we're going to do that 5 times. We're going to reset and go the other direction. This will also be 5 times. The world is in chaos. Well, that's a longer story than just it snowing. Switch legs. We're going to do, once again, another 5 rotations in one direction. You don't have to lift the leg super high. And then we're going to reverse it. eBay, can you actually DM that to me? Because I will probably forget that. Merci beaucoup. And after doing 5 of those, we're going to do hip rotation, so standing nice and tall. You can also lean on the wall for this as well. And we're going to bring in one leg, in and up, and out, and down, and up, and in, and down. We're going to do that 5 times per leg. You'll probably feel something at the top of your leg, right where your leg meets your hip. It is a really nice warm up to just feel how your body's doing for today. It's actually been getting a lot better for me since I started doing this. Switch sides. It's still cracking. It's still tough, a little sore, but it's definitely been an improvement. So the importance of the cool down and the warm up can really not be understated. If you don't warm up before you work out, and if you don't cool down after, I mean, you're gonna hurt yourself. Don't do that. I think that was 5. Once again, as always, I've lost count, but it doesn't matter if you do extra. Now we're gonna go with alternating toe touches. So we're gonna start with tapping the knees. We're gonna stand wider than shoulder width, torso nice and tall, knees a little bit bent, hands on your hips. Breathe in, tighten your core, and reach. Reset, breathe in, and reach. We're gonna do that one more time. And now if you're able to, range of motion allows, go deeper. If it doesn't allow, then keep going for your knees, but do what's best for you. Like, honestly, if you're feeling that going to the knees for the first 2 is not really enough, then just go to your feet. It's more than okay. It's nice to do the progression though, because as you're warming up the tissues, it releases its elasticity and then it allows you to move a little bit further. So now with the spine roll downs, you want to stand nice and tall with your hips, your back, your neck, your head all in alignment. And then we're going to slowly relax your neck, upper body, middle, lower back, bend your knees just a little bit and allow yourself to drop down. And then reverse the process by tightening your core to allow your lower back, middle back, upper back, and neck realign. We're going to do that 5 times. Just nice and slow movements. You want to bring yourself down so you're nice and loose, and then tighten it in completely in reverse. Don't do one part ahead of the other, because that completely defeats the point. We're trying to move the spine. By moving the spine and doing it in this relaxed and tense motion, we are allowing the body to become a little bit more flexible, a little less brittle. And like, even then, that's the 3rd one for me. I can already feel like I can go down a little bit further. It's remarkable what even the tiniest amount of stretching will do to you, especially if you're doing it day after day. I've lost count, but I believe that's 4. And then one more. I know for me in particular, my lower back is quite tense, quite rigid. So dealing with it is kind of difficult for me, but gotta start from day one, right? All right, and finally, we're gonna do arm rotation. So hand on your chest, with your fingertips right at your shoulder joint here. And point as far down as you can, even with your fingers, with your arm all the way down, and go in one direction. Doesn't matter if you go forward or back first. Really nice, really slow, really big arm circles. Just gonna go as far as you can, as far as your range of motion allows, without causing any pain, of course. Pain is not the goal. Flexibility, well, not flexibility, sorry, suppleness, and yeah, suppleness. You want your body to be supple so that you can do the workout without injuring yourself. And then we're gonna repeat the process in reverse. We're gonna do 2 circles aside, both forward and back. After all the push-ups last time, oh, my chest is feeling it. All right, so that's 2 on this side, and let's repeat the process on the other. Yeah, don't forget to reach through the entire circle. That is very, very, very important. My game decided to disconnect from the servers for whatever reason. Reach nice and slow. Note how your body's feeling, whatever's tight, whatever's sore. Just really connect, really feel how your body's doing. Reverse. Go in the opposite direction. Breathe for the entire time. One more. And we're done. And we're done. So let's get to it. So I'm going to switch my scene here. And I'm going to bring my handy die here. We are doing push first. And that is going to be based off of rank. So let's get to it. And yeah, the UI needs to be fixed. It's not perfect right now, but that's fine. So I'm going to do 3 times, and we're going to do, or 3 times for multiplier, and I'm going to do full push-ups. Pardon me, I drank a lot of a meal replacement right before the start of the stream, so I'm a little burpy. I'm going to try to keep that off the mic. But yeah, so I'm going to break this up into 2 sets of 9, and let's get at it. And for this, of course, you want to keep your hips up if you're doing a full push-up, and you want your chest to touch right below the bra line. And then once you get into the push-up position, keep that rigid. Keep your legs and your back rigid. Don't snake up or down, just a nice solid movement, only moving with your arms, your lats, your shoulders, and your chest. That's how you want to do this. Okay. Let's get this. Okay, woo. That last one was tough for me. First round of the day is always extra with the missions available. It depends. So because I went extra last night, the workout was in the night, I was definitely clearing those out last night, so it's not so bad right now, but yeah, that does happen. Kind of need a way to fix that. But either way, for the next round, we are doing rotations and for the final phase. So let's get ready for that, shall we? Quick and dirty. And also, I'm going to face this way, because I was facing this way for the rotations, and I feel like it makes more sense for me to face this way. So, this one is going to be sit-up crunches, or crunch twists. So I'm just cracking my back because of my previous back injuries. My back is kind of rough, but lie on back, keeping one side down, and bringing your... Actually, can you even see me? No, you can't. Bringing one elbow to the opposite knee. So, I'm going to do 3 aside. Real simple, real quick and easy, especially considering that I didn't last past a single circle, so that's fun. So now we are doing hinges. I don't even have to reset that. And finally, it will be for rank. So let's get to it, shall we? So now, because I've been feeling good lately with my hinges, despite the fact that my stomach is not feeling super great. Whoa. There's the burp. I think I might be okay now. I think we're gonna do four reps each. So this is body weight remaining deadlifts for me. Do whatever works best for you, but regardless, if you're doing a deadlift of any variety, you keep your back straight. You never roll your back over. You always keep it nice and straight, no matter what, because that is how you lead to back injury. So let's get to it. I already lost count, but that's okay. All right, good. That felt good for me. Let me know how that felt for you, but that felt pretty damn okay for me. We just did hinge, so we're not doing that again. Come on now. All right, we're doing squats next. And that will be based off of kills. All right. So this is going to be a nice and fast round, hopefully. Well, let's go. We have not. So, I got shotted by a pomegranate. So for squats, I mean, you do whatever works best for you, but the key components here, when you keep your back up, you want to keep your knees from going too far. Like, you don't want to go over your toes. You can allow it to go forward a little bit, just not forward beyond your toes. And if you're doing a bodyweight squat, I do recommend going to full depth, but do whatever works best for you. There are many instructions on the internet. Some of the Discord, go check them out. And let's get to work. So I'm doing 4 reps times 2. So let's go. Yeah, a key thing there is also like to push your knees out. If your knees collapse in, then you're not going to have a very good time, and the squat's just not going to be that effective. Zoe, what is happening? We did hinges last, so we're not doing hinges, but we are doing push-ups. Or any pushes, rather. Whatever pushes work for you. I guess we're doing phase again. So let's get at it. So, it's time. It is time. And 7 is a lot for me. Well, it's not that bad. We've been doing like a lot more lately, so 7 is actually not super bad. It's like 11 and 10, but it's gonna be quite a few push-ups. So once again, if you're doing this at home, you don't have to do push-ups specifically. You can do, if you have dumbbells, you can do overhead press, you can do a bench press, you can do knee push-ups, you can do pike push-ups, inverted push, or not inverted, elevated push-ups, whatever the case may be. You do you. for me, I'm doing just regular, plain old push-ups. And let's go. Okay. And I definitely have to break up these two. I definitely have to break these up. By the way, if you're interested in doing this alongside me, definitely go check out the Discord. There are rules in the Discord itself, but there's also a link in the Twitch description and in the YouTube description as well. That will take you directly to the rules. You got to read those first, and then good to go. Okay. Oh, I definitely have to break these up again. Whoa. And if you're doing this at home, please let me know how it feels. Let me know how things are going. Because we're all in this together. Oh, that's hard. Oh. I'm gonna have to go for knee push-ups for the remainder. Because there's no way I'll be able to keep form. Even now, that's still hard. Okay. Fuck yeah, bud. Have an extra slice for me. Alright. That felt good. That was hard, though. Alright, so we are doing lunges next. I don't know why, but I feel like... Whoops. I feel like lunges don't come up that often. And we are doing that for not phase, because we just did phase. We're gonna do it for kills. Oh. Oh. The chest, it is lit. Alright, let's get at it. Alright. So, this is gonna be 3-side for me. Actually, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna do 4-side, and I'm just gonna do reverse lunges. So, standing tall, going at 90 degrees with your knee, with both your knees, standing up, pushing with your forward foot. Pretty simple. Although you can't really see entirely what I'm doing on camera because everything I'm wearing is black. And just like with squats, you don't want your knee to collapse because that just kind of defeats the whole purpose. You know what? I landed on lunge. You know, screw it. We're just gonna do it again. Like, really. That was like nothing. I want to do this. Do it. Okay. Well, same deal as before, but slightly more? Sort of. I am really disappointed in that. Oh well. I think I already screwed up the count, but that's fine. Yeah, that stinks. But I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So what are we doing? We did push-ups last for this. So not that. Lunges again? No, come on. Die, please. Okay, so we're doing pulls. So once again, with pulls, it is only possible if you have the gear. So if you don't have the gear, then all you have to do is just do whatever is freshest. So in this case, I might do rotate. Actually, yeah, I will almost certainly do rotate here. All right, so yeah, I think it's core for me. the core is the freshest part of me right now. So, like I've said before, I'm gonna do crunch twists. You do whatever works for you, especially if it's pulls, like do pulls, but whatever works for you, you do it. And yeah, let's get to it. So for me, this is 12 aside. Oh, ooh, that was like the perfect amount for me. Oh, okay, we got about enough time for one short round. You just hit the start button. Oh yeah, they were definitely camping that building. 100%. I felt like there was going to be somebody else, but I wasn't sure if they were still around, so I don't know. You hit the start button. Go on. All right, we're doing hinges next. And based off of not rank, we just did that. Doing phase. Ah. Hinges, phase, there we go. So let's get at it. What are you gonna do? All right, well, let's do this. All right, well, that's it. So let's get down to the cooldown. So I've said this many times before, and I'll say it again. I'm not going to go into full depth on the cooldown for the first 5 sets of instructions here because we've already done that in the warm-up. Actually, once again, we gotta switch up the music, do something a little bit more chill because this is a little much right now. But yeah, so because it's the same thing as the warm-up for the first 5 motions, I'm not going to go into full depth of what to do, but I will talk you through it. So standing on one foot, let's do 5 ankle rotations in one direction. And really just keep an eye out how it feels compared to the start of the stream. I did too many, but now we're going to return. Do 5 in the other direction. Like, that feels okay. Switching legs. 5 in one direction. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I mean, mind you, we don't work out, like, anything below the knee too much. But this is an all-body stretch, all-body cooldown, all-body warm-up. It's the full thing, so whatever you might not use in this workout, it's still going to benefit you in some way or another. So now we're going to do hip rotations, so in, out, up, in, down. Just going to do this 5 times a side. This actually feels quite good compared to the start of the stream. This actually feels super good compared to the start. I mean, my left side is definitely the tighter one here, but I will say that this feels really good. It's not perfect. It's still tough, but it still feels a lot better. And once again, lean against a wall or a chair, whatever. Just as long as you're standing tall, you're not throwing your hip out too much. Like, even this one, which is definitely the tighter of the two, it's definitely improving. You kind of want to keep your torso straight if possible. You do end up moving a little bit, but as long as you're moving your hip fully, Yes. I lost count, but I'm pretty sure it's just one more. Yeah, no, that's good. And now with alternating toe touches, stand wider than the shoulder width, hands on your hips, breathe, engage your core, and touch. Reset, and touch. You go as deep as you can. You don't have to start with your knees. You can go right to your feet. I do recommend starting with your knees just to get yourself a little bit warmed up. But you do what's best for you. And if you're only going to your knees, then that's fine too. I will say, that one, I felt my abs a lot due to all those rotations earlier. Yes, I'm bad with words, and we're working on it. Slowly and surely. Anyway, now, time for the neck roll downs, or the spine roll downs rather. Start standing tall. Start with your neck, upper back, middle back, lower back. Have your knees just a little bit bent so that you can go down to your full range of motion and slowly return, focusing on your lower back, middle back, upper back, and stand. And let's do this 5 times. I feel this one actually benefits me right when I'm doing it. I feel like a distinct improvement with every time that I do this, like every single rep. I feel like I'm a little bit more flexible every single time. It's definitely a help. Just focus on your core, focus on everything going in the exact reverse pattern. You don't want to do your upper back. Like on the way back, you don't want to do your upper back before your lower back. You want to be mindful of your body. Really focus on doing one part of your spine at a time. Alright, man. I make enough bad jokes on stream. We good. So, now for arm circles, hand on your chest, right below your shoulder here, and pushing all the way through your fingers, all the way through your arm. Push all the way, do a nice, big, open circle with your arm in one direction, doesn't matter which one. So you're going to reset and do the other direction in a moment. It's nice and slow. Big, big, big circles as far as you can go. As far as your range of motion allows. You won't match mine and I won't match yours. Just do what feels good. Like feels like a good stretch. It shouldn't be painful. And we'll finish up the second one here. There we go. Moving to the other arm. And repeat the process. 2 big, slow, pushing circles all the way around. In one direction. And then return to the other direction once you're done. You don't want to do this fast. I know there are a lot of workouts out there that do fast arm circles, which are good for the warm-up. Very good for the warm-up, in fact. But by doing this slow, you can get a nice, good stretch while you're doing the whole thing, so... I mean, both are good. It's honestly, you do what you need for the situation at hand, and sometimes fast arm circles are the way to go. But in our case, we're going to do nice, big, slow arm circles. Remember, point all the way through. Alright. Now we're moving on to the quad stretch. So, leaning against a wall or a chair, whatever you have for stability, a table. You want to stand on one foot, grab your ankle. If you can't grab your ankle due to range of motion, use a towel or a sock or a belt or something just to grab that instead. So you can't see my hand, it's on the other side. But either way, grab what you can, pull in your ankle as close as you can, point your knee towards the floor, and tuck in your tailbone by pushing your hips down and forward. And we're just going to hold this stretch. It should be high cat. It should be a nice, good stretch. But it shouldn't be painful, just something that's going to stretch and be enough to make the leg feel like it's working. And eventually, over time, it will gradually fade away. So, like, even right now, I feel like there isn't much of a stretch, but that's okay. We're not looking for a super heavy stretch. It definitely shouldn't be painful. Just nice, slow, relaxing breaths. Just hold this position for another big breath. This cat is meowing at me. I do not want to step on cat. You are definitely in the way, buddy. Okay, now release. And we're going to swap to the other leg. I've got my chair here. Grab my ankle. Point my knee to the floor. Tilting my hip. And hold. Now I can definitely feel a lot more stretch with this leg. This is a lot. This is a lot more of a stretch than it was with my right leg, but that's okay. This is why we do this. Be present of your body. Notice the way it feels, and more importantly, notice the way it changes day in and day out with every time that you do these stretches. One more slow breath. And we're done. Okay, now we're going to do the spine twist. So, we're going to lay down on the floor. Hopefully you don't have a cat that's going to interrupt you while you're doing this. Hi. Have your arms out to the side. Well, you're on the internet now. And lay flat down with your shoulders planted to the ground. Bring in one of your legs, step down on the foot, lift your hip, and twist it underneath your body. Let the upper leg fall over while keeping your shoulders planted to the ground. And just hold this position for about a minute. And just nice, slow breaths. You might notice a very, very, very mild stretch in your back. Or it might be intense, and if it's intense, you want to back off because you definitely want to let your body relax here. Thank you, buddy, for that. I will say I've done this stretch a few times now, and I've always said that my left side definitely hurts. But this time, it's really, really good, actually. It's a very tiny stretch, but not much. Let's get out of this one. Bring yourself back to center. Switch sides. Bring your other leg in. Raise and twist your hip. Bring it underneath you. Let the upper leg fall over. Keeping your shoulders planted firmly on the ground. Have some nice, deep, slow breaths. Close your eyes if you want. It'll help you relax. Like right now, I feel a very, very minor stretch in the middle of my back, but it's significantly better considering the start of PUBG and Pushups. This is actually really, really big improvement, which is honestly really, really nice to feel. Because my lower back has always been a problem for me. And to have that go away and not be a problem anymore is honestly a really good feeling. Let's pull ourselves out of this, nice and slow. And let's get up. All right. Okay, buddy, I need you to move, please. Please. I need the chair. Please? Buddy, keep going. Thank you. To think that this is going to be like pretty much the guideline here for doing the cooldown, or like the warm up and the cooldown, makes that one pretty awesome. So anyway, if you got a chair like this and you can grab down at the bottom of the sides, then grab that. Alternatively, because of the arms here, I definitely can't. So I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to twist it inward, and I'm just going to sit on it. And then I'm going to sit nice and tall. I'm going to tilt my head down and away from the hand that I'm sitting on. I'm just going to find a nice, good stretch, and I'm just going to stay there. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Remember all the happy times we had.
Just relax. Stretch should gently fade away into nothingness. And if the stretch is too much, definitely pull out, because, like I said, you definitely want to relax through this. If it's too painful, then you're not going to get an opportunity. Just relax your muscles. Let the stretch do its work.
I'll tell you the truth.
One more slow breath. Slowly come out of that. The cat has moved to the bed. Now let's do the other side. Once again, sit on your hand or grab the bottom of your chair. Sit nice and tall. And lean your head away and down until you get a nice good stretch. Nothing too intense. And just relax. Like I said with the other stretch, closing your eyes definitely helps. Just relax, because you're not worried about looking around in the room. You're just taking in what your body is telling you. And I will say that over the course of the last few days doing this workout stream, that this has actually been, there have been improvements day after day. This has been a very, very, very good stretch compared to how it was on day one. Big breath out. Let's come out of that. And now we're done. That's a cooldown. So, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, definitely like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Comment how you felt if you did the workout. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments. And definitely come by the Twitch stream, because we do this almost every day. Almost every day. The schedule should be down there. I haven't put that there, but it will be. So, take care. I'll see you around.